Once again, nothing against this particular person. I got about 50 comments that were very similar to that. Why didn't you just leave her behind? And this is in reference to the story that I told the other day, where we got back from a trip, and my wife ended up staying in the airport bar, and I had already walked outside without realizing she was still in there, and she disappeared for 2 hours. And by the time she came downstairs, she was very inebriated. And the fact that we waited 2 hours, and the friend that was picking us up had to wait there outside as well, and it was a very stressful situation. She wasn't answering any of her phone calls, and on and on and on. Unfortunately, in a situation like that, it's never that easy, and dealing with an alcoholic in the family is never that easy. People make comments like this because they really have no clue, they have no concept of what the real situation entails. So, I'll delve a little bit deeper into that. And unfortunately, you cannot just leave your inebriated wife at the bar at an airport, especially when you live, a good hour and a half away. I live almost 100 miles from San Diego Airport, and to leave her would be, catastrophic, because she would probably have just stayed in the airport, drank herself into oblivion. I could see her at that point in time, she could have got arrested, and it's a pretty serious crime to get arrested inside an airport. Not that that's what would have happened, but it was certainly a scenario. And as family members, who do you think would have had to deal with all of that? If she had taken an Uber home, it probably would have cost her $200 to get home. Again, who's paying for that? And the fact that she wouldn't have even had the ability to figure out how to get an Uber. Unfortunately, once again, if you're not in the situation, it was an absolutely impossible situation, one that I wouldn't wish upon anybody. It was really, for me, it was the last time we ever traveled anywhere, and obviously it was, because unfortunately Amanda passed away about 5 months after this particular trip. And really, the only reason why I'm addressing this comment and about 50 other comments exactly like this, that all had the same kind of vein. Why don't you just leave her ass there? Divorce her, get rid of her. No kidding, okay? The fact is, you as an adult, you have to take command of the situation. Sometimes you got to suck it up. Once she did come down, her friend drove us home, and that was really a very difficult situation. It was the end of a decent trip that was unnecessarily stressful. But for me, I was never going to travel with her again. And from there, it was really the cornerstone of my moving on in my head. And that really was it for me. I wasn't going to, put myself in that position ever again. Unfortunately, you realize that your spouse, it really isn't going to recover from this. And at the end of the day, as romantic as it sounds to just leave somebody's ass at the airport, in reality, that's not a potential opportunity to follow through. In reality, I would have been the one who would have had to have paid for everything, and I probably would have been the one that would have had to deal with it all in the end. It would have escalated into a horrible situation, and likely, even if I got home, I probably would have had to drive home and get her anyways, because it would have escalated into something much worse. On that note, my stories that I tell are to educate people and help other families identify who are in this situation. This isn't a popularity vote. I mean, some of this, I find this actually quite humorous, because it's amazing how absolutely clueless, uncultured so many people are who do comment on these threads. As usual, most people don't have the whole story. And there's no reason why they would. But to conclude, if you have to comment, make it a positive comment. Make it a purposeful comment. Make it one that maybe even add to the conversation. Stupid comments, see you later. All right, enough of that. Again, on that note, if you're looking for some help for your family, I've helped thousands of alcoholics. I have an entire coaching program that helps not only the alcoholic, but also the family, because it is a family disease. And again, please like, share, and comment. And again, we have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale. of alcoholism, which has become a very good support group, and it's just exploding the last couple months, helping a lot of people inside there. And again, thanks for listening.